thing when you don't want to do the thing, when you feel sick and tired, when you feel low and like you'd rather just scroll or lay down or do anything but the thing. When you find the heart to feel that resistance and lean into the friction of your unwanting, you are rewarded. I've found that in my life, whenever I do the thing that I know I should be doing, when I really don't want to do it and I don't feel the best, and I'd rather just do something that is pleasurable, whenever I find the heart to do whatever that is, I find the most gratification and peace. Because we need this resistance, and we need to push through that resistance to grow and find out who we really are and enjoy life. You know, when you go to the gym, you need the resistance of the weights on your muscles and the pain to grow. When you start a new diet, when you cut out sugars, you need the resistance of your cravings and pushing through them to find that good health. And Andrew Huberman talks about how there's a part of your brain that is associated with that pushing through the resistance, in which when you do push that and you find the routine habit of pushing through resistance and doing things that you know you should be doing but you don't necessarily want to be doing, that part of your brain grows. And like a muscle, it grows and it shrinks when you don't use it. But the more you become likely to fall into that routine, the more it becomes a routine and a part of your life, the stronger that muscle becomes, to where that resistance just becomes something that is normal, that you actually enjoy pushing through. Just like when you go to the gym the first time, it might feel like a big jump or a big on-taking to sway from your normal routine and lean into some discomfort and move into an environment that is unfamiliar and do things that are painful. But you do it for a week, you do it for 2 weeks, it becomes your norm. And in that you find the reward. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes, or a lot of the time, recently, not every time in my life, but recently I felt like I wake up and I'm like groggy and I'm like, man, I don't want to do what I know I need to do. But then I get up, take a deep breath, I touch my toes, stretch my neck, say a prayer, sit down and meditate, I read a little bit, or I pick up the guitar and I start playing. And whenever I do, the day is so much more graceful and filled with purpose. And when we don't fall into that routine of pushing through resistance, the resistance pushes us, and what do? We can become pessimistic and nihilistic. And it's a one or the other. It's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to live a life of meaning and of growth and of pleasurable pain, or do you want to live a life of emptiness and sorrow and self-loathing? It's your choice. And sometimes you You get sick of the self-loathing. Sometimes you need to get sick of the self-loathing to realize that you want the pain and you want the resistance, and you move into a new form of being, a new way of life, and everything feels new and warm. Warm in the resistance, warm in the growth, warm in the pain. And in that, you blossom into a new being, and you love yourself more and more every day, and you have more to give to those around you, and you have more to offer to life because you are more.